the guy who just dominated Dricus Du Plessis. And how would that fight go? There's so many questions to ask about Islam Makhachev because we haven't seen him at 170. So I want to see how his power is at 170 in grappling and also in striking. What is his speed looking like at 170? So if you get to see the match, I've thought a lot about this match. I don't know how this match is going to go. I can see the match starts and Khamzat Chimaev being a stronger guy and being the more confident guy, I would say, in terms of like the way he starts the fights, shoots for the takedown, double leg. And then Islam Makhachev, because he's not like Dricus Du Plessis or any striker that Khamzat Chimaev has faced previously, Islam Makhachev actually has the instincts to sprawl, and he's going to be ready because he's got Khabib in his camp who's going to train him for wrestling. Like Khabib is going to be shooting double legs all day on him. So Islam Makhachev has those instincts. He doesn't have to think. It's a second nature to him. He defends the takedown. Sprawl. Khamzat Chimaev is a little bit surprised. He's like, oh, those are faster reflexes. Then Khamzat becomes smarter with his approach. He's like, okay, I'm going to time the takedowns this time. And then they strike a little bit on the feet. And then Islam Makhachev is kind of a faster guy. He's throwing, like, he's setting traps, throwing combinations. Khamzat is getting a little bit pieced up. But then at the same time, Khamzat Chimaev times a takedown, kind of like take Islam down. And Islam feels the grip of Khamzat Chimaev, such a strong grip. And Khamzat Chimaev has been able to control him for a while, but not to an extent where he could just impose his will and kind of like dominate him completely. Islam Makhachev gets out because I'm sure he's been training with Khabib for a while. He's been at the bottom position. We know how those grappling sessions went. Khabib was able to take him down. So he's familiar with those positions. He does his jiu-jitsu. You know, Islam is a very high-level jiu-jitsu guy. He does his jiu-jitsu, gets out of the position. And then the next round, they stand up again. And then this time, Islam is kind of like doing well in striking. But Khamzat Chimaev, Islam actually develops respect for Khamzat Chimaev striking because Khamzat lands like a big punch. You know, he's a power hitter. And then the third round, but Islam survives. And third round, fourth round goes. Now Islam Makhachev is kind of on his back foot because he doesn't want to indulge too much. Now, is Khamzat Chimaev getting tired from all the grappling? That's also the thing, from all the grappling and all the striking. If Islam can survive, depends, like how his cardio is looking at 170. That's again a big question, like we don't know. And how is Islam cardio looking at 170? Because he's putting on a lot of muscle. Is he getting tired? So it depends a lot on that. And if Khamzat Chimaev is getting tired, and if Islam is a fresher fighter, can Islam actually take him down? Islam is going to shoot for the takedown. Islam got nice trips and stuff. But I think, to me, I think Khamzat Chimaev is going to be a little bit too much. So Khamzat being a bigger guy, I can see him dropping Islam Makhachev, not going to lie. I can also see him like taking Islam down and probably ground and pound finishing maybe the fourth round or the fifth round. But most potentially, I could see him cracking Islam because we know Islam can be a bit chinny sometimes. But it's a question that I've been asking myself, like, what would happen if Khamzat Chimaev, the reason I'm saying Khamzat Chimaev would actually move to 170 is because that is the easiest part to becoming the number one pound for pound. Because if you beat Islam Makhachev, there is no debate.